What's going on, guys? This is your boy Lucky coming at you with another vlog. This will be an update on the recent patch that came through Black Ops 3, right? It's a big patch. It has different shit that has to do with store, the fact that you can save your gameplay settings now, and multiple things that they like to add. So I'm gonna get right into it. Real quick, overall, the biggest change I can see, especially for competitive players, or the most impactful change I can see for competitive players, you can now save your gameplay settings. So like, you know how you go in, you get your UMG wager or match or like GB team ladder. It's got different rule set, right? And you always got to plug it in, and you get people that get disputes over that because, like, okay, battle chatter is disabled on one site but it's enabled on another site, or like certain guns are allowed if you go as deep into like banning guns and whatever that make the case may be. But it gets kind of ridiculous, and every time you go to save, it's all blacked out, right? So you can't never save your shit. So therefore, you gotta keep replugging it in, and if somebody, you gotta check the rules constantly, make sure you're plugging the right shit in. You got for a while, fucking what was it, explosive delay was enabled for a while, and then they finally they updated that on UMG not too long ago, but they updated that on UMG, and then you get people that get disputes and or they get forfeited because their rules are wrong. Well, now you can literally just pull up the site, plug in the rules, save the settings, and you're good to go, right? As long as you know what you're playing. You're either playing a UMG or a GB, and shit is banned accordingly, right? That's the big thing on competitive side. On the public match side of the game, a lot of changes happen. So when you hit Prestige 10, you no longer, it's not like you get to Prestige 10 level 55 and it's a stop. No, you can go up to 1,000, and I'm not sure because I'm nowhere near Prestige 10, so I can't tell you, and I haven't seen anybody do it. But apparently, you can pick the Prestige icons from games of the past. So, say you want to do like a Master Prestige from World at War, you can do that. Now, like I said, don't quote me on that. I have not seen it done. Just heard it was possible. So, but the big thing is you can be Prestige 10, level 1,000. So the grind literally never stops. It's insane in public matches. Another thing is you can buy the store is now open, and you on black market, with a black market, you can trade in your doubles or any duplicates you have for crypto keys. Also, every match you play in, it tells you how many crypto keys you earned that match and how many you have altogether. As you know, previous updates, the Man of War got an accuracy buff, and then they say recently it got a fire rate increase, slightly increase in fire rate to make it more competitive AR, more viable option against things like your inmates fire rate slowed down. They've added like a sway, well, like increased sway to the red dot and elo site, make it a little bit more difficult, and that's all cool. I like it. The harder you make the game, the better the player will become, right? But on a side note, real quick, one thing I didn't like about, well, not necessarily about the update, but what I was really expecting to come out, and it hasn't came out yet, but I'm sure it will come out in the future updates. Hopefully the next big update, or just the next update in general, is you're still stuck with only 5 custom classes in private match. And anybody who plays Search and Destroy, yeah, 5 is good, but 5 leaves one really important hole in the game for you, right? And you can tell me if you agree or disagree in the comments, but you're set 4 or 5 classes that you're gonna normally run if you're just playing straight up, and you know, like the way you open your, you know, like your rounds. Like if you're one of the guys who goes for like the deep nade, or you go for a pick shot, a sniping, you push up for map control, you're gonna run certain guns, certain setups, right? Well, what happens when, say they're fucking noobs and they're using like a Shiva or some shit, and they're just two-shotting you? Now, it's not that they're better than you, it's just that they caught you off guard because, like, I don't, who fucking uses a Shiva, right? Like, except for noobs, or people that don't understand that that gun should really be banned. Um, and then or a guy is sitting like with overkill Argus with long barrel on it, right? On like any map that has like a bomb inside a building, and you push into it, and like, okay, it's already hard to rip somebody off a head glitch if you pushing into the bomb site. But if this guy literally has a shotgun and you weren't expecting him to have that shotgun, you can't adjust to that immediately because it's probably not in your basic 5 classes. It might be, and you know, if you if you guys have your shit set up so that you can counter everything, or like say somebody knows some god spot nades, right, and you want to throw trophies on. Well, what if one of your 5 classes don't have trophy on it? And you're like, oh, well, I can run Flak Jacket. Well, there's a counter to Flak Jacket. It's called double nading. Right? So, like Flak Jacket only protects you from one nade. But that's my thing, right? I do want them to put more custom classes in. I would like 10 altogether, but because it just makes sense to have 10. But if you gave me like 3 more, I can like prep myself for dudes that like run smokes or stuff like that. Like I can have a cold-blooded class if dudes are running smokes with thermals and shit. You know, like stuff that's not in my norm. You know, out of normal setup. But that's just what I think though. Well, that's all I got, guys. If you liked the video, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more content. If you want to check me out on my live stream, it's www.twitch.tv/lucky_TC1. It will be a link in the description below. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's it's www.twitter.com/xluckyxvb. And there'll also be a link in the description below. And this your boy Lucky, guys, and I'm out. Deuces.